Dad Mod's Media Machine presents the Brews with the Dudes podcast.
Yeah, what would you like me to say?
Okay, so when you talk, you gotta be like
Stable.
you're about ready to lick the tip.
So should I like position myself so I don't have to move my head away?
You can get
Yeah, it's like whatever's comfortable for you. That's the most
Yeah.
important
'cause
thing.
you can move this out towards you. You can move it away from you. So like that's
Where do you want me?
you sit where you're
This is
at.
so great.
Is this our
What's the movie where he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands? Is that a Will Ferrell
No,
thing?
is that Jonah Hill or whatever? Is that,
Jonah Hill?
Jonah Hill.
It might be.
Who's it?
Is that
Or he says, I don't know what to do with my hands.
is that
I don't.
super bad?
It might be.
I haven't seen
It
that
could
in
be.
ages.
Okay, so that's gonna bug me.
Maybe.
Yeah. So one thing you'll want to get a little bit closer. So if that's where you're comfortable,
bring this
have him
up.
pitch that mic a little bit towards his face. There we go.
Okay.
Try
Yeah.
that.
Is that better?
Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Because that's the most important thing. Like, because you're good.
Passes out in 15 minutes. So I
Yeah,
guess he was comfortable.
Let me take it down here. From the
You
floor
guys
with
got any
Brandon.
bean bags? That's where I'm comfortable.
Brandon yanks out a sleeping
All right,
bag.
there's now a third rule.
No sleeping on the floor during the podcast.
Exactly. That's our one rule. Besides no religion
No
and no
politics.
politics.
It's bullshit.
It's no sleeping during the podcast. Hey guys, welcome back to another Brews with the Dudes podcast. I am Jake Lindquist.
I am Donnie Allen.
And we got a special guest with us today.
Yeah, we have a long-time listener, first-time caller tonight. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Brandon Saarela.
Yeah, and we've known you for ages.
a long time.
Way long.
God, since high school.
Yeah, it's very long.
Very long.
Very long.
Very long.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with that. So hey, thanks for coming out, man. It's been a while. We were hoping you were going to be able to make it happen. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I planned on it, and then the family got COVID, and
Oh
then just life, and here we
Oh
are.
my god.
That's the story of this, just the winter.
The last 3 years,
God
2
damn.
years, yeah. It's just we were doing this, and then we got COVID.
Yep, so we just
We're this
lost.
close, this close.
God damn, that's
Well,
just
and
ridiculous.
you're a relatively new dad too, so I mean, figuring all
Yeah.
that out and kid gets sick and all that kind of crap,
Oh,
and
it's
so
been
much
fun.
fun.
So how old is the little one now?
9 months. The 27th will be 10 months.
How does she tolerate it?
Uh,
Did she even
she's
show
fine, dude.
any
She was
COVID
awesome.
signs?
We watched Harry Potter and sat in bed. She like chewed on my finger while
Isn't
I
it
was
amazing?
dying, but-
Did you chew on the other fingers?
No, dude, I was out of it. But she was just chewing.
It's crazy though, that, like the way COVID affects the older you are, the more it fucks you up.
Oh yeah.
For the most part, like these kids, they just shrug it off like it's nothing, and then Grandpa's in the back puking his guts up,
Yeah.
and like
we're
on
passed
life
out for a
support
day and a half, and
yeah. Whereas like any other flu, it's no joke for the youngins,
well,
yeah.
it
So
took
it's-
you out for
thank
what?
goodness.
3
2
weeks?
weeks. 2
2
weeks.
Yeah.
I had a
Let's
fever
say-
for like a straight week and a half, like 101.5. Couldn't kick it at all.
Yikes!
Yeah, it was like a delusional
Wow.
brain boil. It was pretty intense. but-
Jesus.
Really? So I keep
it was-
hearing that there's like serious brain fog with it.
Yep, I actually woke up like many times, like just boiling, because I'd take acetaminophen to help my fever come down so I could go to bed, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night just boiling, like just like hot, like so
Yikes.
hot, and I'd like wake up and I'd go downstairs and I'd stand outside when it was like -10 outside on my front porch, and it was just like I was just so you're just like delusional, it's like a brain boil, like it's just.
Weird.
Yeah, it was. I'd wake up just so confused, like, what am I doing? Like, what's going on, dude? It was so frustrating because your body, like something's supposed to be happening right now, and your body's just like, dude, I'm dying or something. Going on.
Right? Oh my god, that'd be so strange. Like, so there's just like a straight up brain fog that happens. So what is that like? Are you talking like you're not processing thoughts the same way?
Oh, not at all. No, you're like I described it as one-dimensional. Like your thought process is one-dimensional. Like you're thinking
poop.
about like
I need to
to go get something to eat. Dude, you're talking about getting up. You're talking about walking down to wherever the food is, and then you're talking about either preparing the food or getting the food, whatever. No, it was
Wow.
I'm going to the bathroom to like limp in there to fill up my water, and I'm in bed.
Holy shit!
Damn.
It hit you hard.
Dude, the whole family. It was pretty intense.
Damn,
The baby
dude.
went right through it. Wasn't a big deal. But
The worst thing too is when you're sick, the last thing you want to do is take care of a baby
Oh,
because you're just
God.
feeling like shit, and she poops or she's hungry, and like
yeah,
shit, I gotta go make a bottle.
yeah, it could have been
Crap.
could have been resting, recovering, but we watched Harry Potter, the entire series, start to finish in
Nice.
3 days.
Just say that, holy
Wouldn't
crap!
have been able to do
That's-
it without COVID.
Let's see, that's 8 movies, right? Because the
Yeah,
last
7
book
part
was
2,
yeah,
one
because
and
the
2,
last
yeah.
book was 2 parts.
Okay.
At one point,
It's our generation. I'm sorry, we grew up on Harry Potter.
I'm the elder millennial.
Yeah,
you guys
so
are the
you're
slightly
like
younger
Dumbledore.
You're
millennials.
Lord of the Rings. We're Harry Potter.
No, that is spot on. That's 100% what
you
it
definitely
is.
don't have to pit them against each other. It's not.
No,
one
Yeah,
or the
they're-
other.
No, we all know Harry Potter's better. So
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Well, good. I mean, I'm glad that you're doing better because that sounds freaking awful.
Yeah.
How long ago
it was
was
an
that?
experience.
2 days ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Cough my direction.
Like,
No,
I
it
haven't
was
coughed
like-
since I came inside.
Yeah, November or something. End of November.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that shit just takes you out,
God,
and
that
then you
sounds
can
rough.
possibly be contagious after that too, and
Yeah.
it's just a shit show.
Yeah, it really is.
So
Yuck.
you're the last one that needs to get this.
Yeah. Don't say that.
Oh, I know. Like,
Well, it's not. I'm not saying I want him to get it, but like, it's kind of nice knowing like, okay, I've already done it once. Like I'm good now.
Well, just like
for
it's,
a little
it
while.
was scary. It was scary not knowing what it was like, and then when I got it, I was so sick, and I said, if I go get tested and I'm not positive for COVID, I'm freaked out, I was like,
Yeah.
but no,
Right.
it turned out, I got tested and it was COVID, and it was like, oh, okay, this is exactly what I was expecting, and then
okay, that's
here-
good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that
So it was rough, but you at least kind of understood what was coming.
yeah. I mean, it was. Yeah, it was like an extremely bad cold.
Okay.
Like,
Damn.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's crazy. That's just nasty
Well,
shit.
and it just affects everybody differently too.
Well,
which is even
exactly.
worse.
I know. So I, as far as I know, haven't gotten it, but it's a little odd. Like and I know that this is a knock on wood situation, but
You're
I've
getting it
managed
before you
to
walk out of here tonight. Yeah.
pretty much. I've managed to dodge it despite like us doing the thing, like
Oh, being in a
and
car with somebody who
podcasting
tested
and-
positive, and
You were shoulder to shoulder
Yeah.
with him. I was, practically.
you were next to my shoulder, so you
So
were
it's-
shoulder to shoulder to shoulder.
It was
next to
the
him.
shoulder.
It's like 4 shoulders.
Yeah, 4 shoulders. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm fortunate in that, but also, so my main concern, and not even like how the illness will manifest in me, it's how the consequences of it. Because having a son in preschool means if I get it, then he's out of preschool for like 15 days.
Jesus
And
Christ.
financially, that is rough because
yeah.
there's no like paid leave, federal paid leave anymore. So unless your employer provides it, which mine doesn't, you're shit out of luck.
Ours doesn't do it either.
Yeah. No, I went through. I had short-term disability through work, which was all right, but a couple $300 a week for a couple weeks to get it even rolling.
You're-
it does so
sucks.
much.
You're
but-
lucky because I tested positive on a Tuesday. I had to miss 7 days of work before a short term would kick in, and I came back that following Mondays when they had me.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that
So,
sucks.
yeah.
You just
So I
lost
just-
a
Yeah,
bunch
but that
of
was
Yeah.
that was the worst part was because the girlfriend and the baby we all had to stay home obviously, and we're still paying daycare. None of us are working.
yeah.
That was the worst part. We as like we're never gonna financially recover from this.
I know, right?
Here we are. No, here we are. We're good now. But,
No, but that's kind of what I'm facing, where it's like I would treat this the way that my parents did back when it was chicken pox. So back when I was in first grade, one kid caught the chicken pox, and we basically were told like, go lick his face, like go get chicken pox because we're gonna get this over with. Because
Yeah.
obviously it's way worse if you get chicken pox as an adult, so just get it out of the way as a
Yeah,
kid.
just be done with it.
That would be my approach. I'd go find somebody with COVID and make out with them, and just get it over with.
I mean,
You
I
had
wouldn't
your
recommend
chance.
that. I would not recommend that.
Well, because I think at this point, I'm pretty sure the CDC has said natural immunity is better than the vaccine. So why not just get it over with? I'm young enough that like it should, in theory, unless I've got some awful underlying thing, it should be fine.
Yeah,
So
should
I'll
be
go
done.
deal with being sick for a week or two and be done with it and have natural immunities, and my body will know what to do with it. So that's my thinking.
Well, so
The old chickenpox approach.
go down to the deck and just start licking the test strips.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we got the daycare situation, the preschool. So,
You have a heated garage. Just let them go play out there.
yeah, oh yeah, amongst the antifreeze and gasoline and welders. Yeah, so I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna hang back and just see what happens. Got to get through this period where everybody's hysterical about everything, and then once all these COVID rules kind of like lift, then it won't be as big of a deal to catch it.
That's true. Yeah. Well, we're gonna
Yeah.
get it sooner or later. That's just how it is.
All right.
So, go for it.
COVID done. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
COVID. We covered it.
Done.
Rule number 4: we don't talk about COVID on the podcast.
No, because we're all so burnt out on talking
Yeah,
about it.
everybody's just sick of it.
My episode's not going to be the COVID.
It's not gonna be the COVID.
That's not how I'm going down.
That's what I'm gonna title it, the COVID episode.
Brandon, can you read off the CDC rules and regulations real quick? And
Well, you gotta be careful. If you blink, they might change.
oh, that's true.
Yeah, just Google it yourself.
You'll be all right. So you've got some cool projects.
I do.
You do. So you've got a really nasty little Colt,
Yeah.
and you've got a Foxbody Mustang. So what's going on with those things? Anything new?
Gosh. Well, with the baby, I'd grown up, you'd grow up and you'd see all the guys, they'd have a kid, and then the car stuff would kind of like sit on the back burner for a while. Whether it be you, Derek, all the seen a lot of them, and I was like, that'll never be me. Not me. And then so everything's kind of been on the back burner. I got the Mustang in the garage right now, and got the motor like 3/4 of the way torn out. Got some Gen 4 pistons and rods that I'm gonna throw in it and just get it back on the road and just try and limp it around without hurting it. Just drive it a little bit.
Just on your
that's
burnouts all the
awesome.
time. And
Then the Colt is, what was I doing with that? I think I was swapping up the turbo setup. And that's where I was at. Screwing around with that. And then,
I love that you still have the Colt.
I know. Don't ever get rid
You
of
want
that
to give them a
thing.
little backstory on the Colt and the history with it?
well, no, I mean, back in 2009, I was, a pizza delivery driver on a pizza delivery driver budget, and came up with like, I don't even remember what it was, $4,000 I could spend on a fun car, because I always had my daily driver and a fun car, and I was looking at like base model LS1 Camaros, like 98, 99s, and just low quality stuff that was in that price range. A
lot of Cavaliers.
It wasn't very much money. Yeah, and then I stumbled across Colt down, I don't even remember where it was, south of the cities, some Farmville area, and the guy wanted like $27.50 or something for it. Thought it was a pretty good deal because it had a built motor and enough upgrades to make it worth it. So we carpooled down there with some old car buddies and picked her up, and didn't even get barely test drove it, and it started torrential downpouring. So like the guy had like the rear interior and a 55-gallon drum that I could have and all this stuff. It was raining so bad. It's like, I'll take it. Let's get the hell out of here. So we drove it, bought it, and drove it back from south of the cities at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Pouring rain. Never driven this thing. So it's, just the windshield wipers. It's an 89 Dodge Colt. The wipers are
So they
pathetic.
kind of work.
They're there, but they don't do a whole lot.
Yeah, so it was sketchy driving it back, and then we stopped, and one of the guys that came with checked the oil and didn't put the cap back on.
Oh no!
So we start driving, and it's like, oh no, something's wrong. Pulled over, and it's like, well, the cap's missing. He's like, oh shit, I forgot to put the cap on. So it was like, oh no. So then we had to I had a '89 Honda Civic hatchback, and I ended up taking like a rubber boot off the top of the strut, and Dude, we used like a hose clamp to put it over the cap on the valve cover.
Holy shit!
And then you drive it and it swell up like a balloon.
Because of crankcase pressure.
Yeah. And I like limped it back home like that, And
that is amazing.
that was how I came into that. And then once we got it home and it stopped raining, I beat the shit out of it and popped the head gasket and then spend more money on it.
Yeah. So
That's how cars go, though.
was it originally 4G63 swapped?
No, but it's always had the 4G64, the G4C in it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is it a 4G63 swap into it?
No.
It's just
it
the
came
64.
originally with the 1.6 liter 4G61T, and then the previous owners swapped out the motor for the 2.4. It's out of a Galant, a 94 Galant.
Okay.
And it's got an Eagle Talon head. And
Nice. Okay, so it so it's not the Eclipse GSX engine.
Nope. It's the same family.
So it's a was it the Galant VR4 engine?
Nope, those are 4G63s too. Those are 2 liters.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
These are like it's
This is the big boy. This is the 2.4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. So then you take the turbo parts, strap that onto that thing. Tune her up
'cause it's
with
still,
DSM
it's got the
link
head
and-
from a DSM in it. And
That's awesome.
cams, everything for it.
So now you've got
essentially
you've got a much torquier setup with a like
in a front wheel drive open differential car. Yeah, it's great, dude. Great.
That's so cool. And in a Dodge Colt of all things too, an 88,
89 Yep.
Dodge Colt.
The
So
real
just this
ugly one.
little
Looks like an egg.
little teeny
Yeah.
hot hatch thing.
Yeah.
Please don't
this-
ever sell that car.
I don't think anyone would ever buy it.
It's so cool.
But
It's such a sleeper.
It's something that it's been bought and paid for so long that it could rot in my driveway and I could sell the motor and still probably get enough out of it. That I don't know. It's worth it. I'm not gonna get rid of it. No.
Yeah, it's one of those cars that when you see it, when you hear it, you just fall in love with it because it has so much character. I mean, my God, it's an '80s Colt that makes 300 and some horse, 400 horse, somewhere in there.
It's probably it's limping now. It's not doing too hot.
It's a little more tired now.
Yeah, it once did 310 at like whatever 10 pounds tuned or.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So it's just like you hit boost, the thing does all like smokes tires, gets all squirrely, goes ridiculously fast, and a terrifying little tin can of a car.
Yep, yeah, just a little pop can. Yeah,
it's the best.
Not very safe, especially with the seat belts that when you open the door they automatically slide down.
Oh God, that's right.
So
it's got the auto
they-
belts.
yeah.
Do they work, though?
They
Sometimes?
they don't hug you very good.
I don't know how well they restrain you.
I got a lap bar. There's a lap bar.
I had a Mazda 626 that had those, and the passenger one wouldn't go up until you hit 55.
What?
I have no clue why. I was with my buddy Tanner.
Wait,
and
could you
That's
test
like-
that?
That's
Yeah.
like automatic supercar
they would
shit,
stay.
dude.
It would.
It's like the downforce increases with the wind.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh,
active
shit.
arrow.
No, it would work fine. You open up the door, it would come down like it's supposed to. But when you hopped in it, until you hit like 50 or 55, accelerating onto the highway, it wouldn't go up. It would go up at highway speeds for some reason. And it did. That just happened one day, and
That's
it just
so
stayed
weird.
like that till I sold it.
Fucking 90s.
And I was like, whatever. Like,
Right.
like if we get
I
if
love
we get if we get an accident at 30, you have a lap belt, like you'll be fine.
So this is a 626?
yeah,
So it's basically a Ford Probe?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Just a
3
Like
liter
a Ford
V6?
Escort.
No,
It's like the Ford
had the
Escort.
4-cylinder in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. it pretty much
Ford
is a
Probe
4-cylinder.
is cool. Don't get me wrong. The first gen Probe's pretty sick.
I don't hate them.
I remember we used to take that thing to
Yeah,
STC,
the thing was
right?
a pile of shit, yeah.
It was like the Ford Escort.
Oh, man.
626.
It was the first manual car I owned, though.
But was it the turbo one?
That would be the Probe GT, I think. But it's the
Yeah, because I think the
4-cylinder turbo.
first gen Probe, they had a turbo model with a 5-speed that
Yep,
you
and
could
then the
get.
second gen was a V6 model.
Yes.
And those shared the same motors with the MX6.
Yep.
Okay,
and
there
none
it
of them
is.
are on the road anymore because they're all rusted out.
Yep.
'cause
I
they're-
know.
You literally don't
Right?
see them. You don't see them up here anymore.
Well, and it's kind of a shame. Like, one, it's a shame that they're front wheel drive because the second gen actually looks like it could be a rear wheel drive car.
yeah, like a
they're
dump,
actually
like a
okay
dump
looking.
240.
Yeah, exactly. It's a derpy 240.
Like
But I don't hate the looks of them. They're actually all right. And the first
I like
gen's
the
just
second gens.
hilarious. It looks like a wedge.
Dude, it looks so bad. It looks,
It's like something you'd park up against a door to keep it open.
Precisely.
it's like the poor man's like 944 look, that ugly wedge. Like
Right.
I would totally buy a second gen probe though, 100%.
of course you would, Donnie.
I'm sorry, I like weird shit. My aunt had one of them, and I have fond memories of that car. It was a cool car. It just said Ford on it, and that's what kind of hurt it.
Yeah, for the longest time.
Well, I think
Okay.
probe is what hurt it.
Probe didn't help either.
Who thought that was a good idea to name it a probe?
it's like it's like
Why though? Why
like
the probe? What's
the
it probing?
Dodge anal beads, you know? It's just like they need to get the
Exactly.
to prove better.
Like, wait, so there was a group of people, executives, marketing douches, like the whole gamut, that's sitting in this room and they're throwing out name ideas and they're like, well, we've done Mustang, we've done Maverick, we've done, all the names. What was
Taurus
this?
and all
When did
that.
this is the early 80s? Is that when they came up with
Yeah,
it?
late 80s.
Okay, so yeah, what did they all have there?
Torino,
Fairlane, the Torino,
Yeah, like,
Custom,
cool stuff. A
all
lot of
these
cool
kind of
stuff.
cool names, and then they're like, "Oh, I got it."
Well, they probably thought it was futuristic, the probe.
Yeah, but probe is a verb.
Yeah, was that like
For
before
what?
aliens were like big? Like,
I mean,
what probe? Like,
I wonder, did they ever do a commercial with aliens trying to advertise the
no,
probe that way?
that would not be a good sell. That
Yeah.
couldn't sell them, I don't think.
this is a chicken and the egg situation. So, what came first, the stereotype of aliens anal probing or the
probe.
car? So I'm gonna guess the whole anal probe thing came
Probably.
after.
And there's just a bunch.
Maybe?
I don't think so. It probably was around before, and you got just a bunch of clueless fucks at Ford there that are just like, yeah, this is a good idea. I think you're onto something here. And then it gets out, and everybody's like, what is this?
Could
Just
you
like, wait,
imagine
what?
explaining to your insurance agent when you got in an accident, like, yeah, I got rear-ended, I got hit in the back by a probe.
I got hit in the back by a probe.
Yeah, would you want to have that talk with your insurance guy?
My rear end got hit by a
Donnie,
probe.
you just admitted to wanting that.
Oh,
Like, how
man.
many accidents happened involving those, and they just never reported? And they're like, I'm not making that
Yeah,
call.
it's like,
Just
I can't
fucking
make that. I
gi-
can't tell
Give me
that.
the $500 and just go.
Yeah. The $500 to replace
Yeah,
it.
right. The probe's total, Donnie. If you're at it.
Right.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
they're
man.
worth what, $1,000 maybe?
I don't, and these days, who knows? Like the COVID price is getting all fucking wacky.
I saw a '98 Honda Civic 4-door go for fucking $8,000 the other day.
Yeah.
I was
Jesus
Like,
Christ!
what is going on?
It's like got a clean 97,000 miles on it. People are just limping it, trying not to get it to 100K because it's worth less than.
Isn't
man.
that bonkers?
It's like 8K should buy you a GSR.
Well, 4 years ago, a GSR could be gotten for $5,000, $4,500, something like that. And now it's just crazy how much these prices have inflated. Yeah, now we're talking like, oh, you want a GSR? Well, that's going to be $8,000. Well, actually, it's probably more than
It's
that at
probably
this
more than
point.
that.
I don't even know.
I've seen like clean EK and EG Civics go for like.
Jesus.
Shit's hitting the fan
The
upstairs.
stampede is happening upstairs.
Should we be
What-
setting up defense?
Could grab your sidearm.
Yeah, somebody grab some sandbags here real quick. Oh, wife came home with the kids. Uh-oh. She can't see us if we don't move.
Yeah, exactly. Her vision is based on movement.
No, get upstairs. What are you doing? Hi. Okay, get upstairs and shut the door. We're trying to make money down here.
Wow. There's so many ways that
There's
could have
like
gone.
7 people that watch this podcast.
That
There's
statement
no
could
make money.
apply in a lot of ways. Get out here, we're trying to make money.
Well, we're talking about
Amateur
pros.
videos.
This is the after hours set going on.
Our version of casting couch.
Metal folding
Little does
chair.
Brandon know. After the podcast.
They said I'd get 10% of sales.
We'll buy you a Dad Mods beanie. How about that?
What's 10% of nothing?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's still nothing.
Sounds like a great investment for you.
Yeah, we're really killing it. Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
You know, it was just a matter of time before that happened.
Yeah,
Yeah. You've never had that.
It was
We have
hilarious.
not had the kids try to come down here. She's just happy. She's just like, oh,
You gotta
Dad's
get,
home. Like, I want to see Dad.
You gotta get like a
Right.
sign, like an open and close kind of thing.
You think she can read?
I mean, you could have a visual that
Well, she
wasn't
can-
Yeah,
that
exactly.
was
It could be
kinda
just a
read.
big middle
Yeah,
finger,
like-
and if that's out,
Oh, just put a sock on the doorknob.
Yeah.
that's
You
true.
just gotta do a GIF or something. You just
We need like an iPad on the door that just has the shaking head look.
I'll find a picture of a unicorn breaking in half, and I'll just put that on there.
Ooh, you gotta tell him about that now.
Do you know
He
about?
doesn't know.
I may have told you that.
what?
Okay, so
When he gave his daughter a
so my daughter's
attack.
gonna have to seek therapy in a few years.
crisis.
God, was it a year ago? Year and a half ago, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
She was being a dick to her brother. She wanted to go somewhere with Christine. She wasn't having it. She said, hey, you gotta stay back. We're not doing that, all that. She got upset. And at the time, Roman had a little Mickey Mouse drum set. She walked over and, out of anger, put her foot through the bass drum. Like, it was laying on the floor, and we saw her just walk on it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, so I grabbed her by the wrist and dragged her up to her room. And that kid loves unicorns. Fucking loves them. And about a week earlier, maybe 2 weeks, I bought her a fake neon unicorn's head sign, whatever you want to call it, from Menards for like $10. And she loved this thing. Well, I was so pissed off at her. I'm sitting there chewing her out in her room and all that, telling her how she needs to be nice to her brother and all that. And she doesn't have to like him, but be nice to him. And I asked her, I'm like, how would you like if I broke something of yours? So I took that and I snapped it in half in front of her face.
Oh my god.
The look on that kid's face, followed by all the fucking tears. Like, she was, I don't know if I would say traumatized, but it struck something. She realized, like, holy shit, like, Dad's not fucking around.
She's cold to the world now.
So,
Cold-blooded.
yeah, I'm like,
Damn.
if you break something of his, I will break something of
That's
yours. And that's
straight
what I
up.
did.
An eye
And-
for an eye.
Exactly. And guess what? She has not broken a single thing of his since then.
How many toys she got left? Where's she?
A couple.
Fuck
I can
garage
only make up
sales.
2 more mistakes before I'm the only thing left.
Yeah, she's trying to calculate how many times she can be mean to her brother. She's hiding all the stuff she really likes and all the shit she doesn't care for is just sitting out on a dresser and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad can grab this and break this. I don't give a shit about that.
She's got knickknacks she's finding at school.
Oh, that's harsh.
But like I said, it worked. She has not. She's still mean and she's still a little asshole to him, but she hasn't broken anything of his. And because she knows, and she still remembers. She brought it up the other day. Where she has again a bunch of unicorn stuff in her room, and she's like, "Remember that time you broke my unicorn display?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do remember that."
I'll do it again. Yeah.
Well, like when she gets out of bed multiple times, I'll tell her, I'm like, I will take everything except for your mattress. Like, stay the fuck in your room. And I haven't quite gone that far. I haven't disassembled
So-
her bed, but I've taken all of her stuffed animals before.
That's my next question is like, are you taking sheets? Is she literally sleeping on a mattress?
So it's only gotten to the point where I've taken every single stuffed animal out of her room because she's sick, so she loves her stuffed animals, and she's got this big unicorn and then this big dog that she won from a father's daughter's dance, and she sleeps on her top bunk, and she has those like guarding her from the railing and the ladder. And then all these other little stuffed animals. So when she came out of her room a bunch, and she had a couple warnings, and I told him, like, you come out of your room again, I will go in there with a trash bag, and I will take all your stuffed animals. She came out again. I went downstairs. I grabbed 2 trash bags. I came up, and I fucking took everything except for the blankets, the pillow, and the mattress. and you know what?
Hardcore parkour.
She went the fuck to bed. She And I hung on to him I hit him on her. So this might be bad parenting. She asked me what I did with him, and I said I threw him in the trash. But I just hit him really good. She found him like 3 days later. She's like, she's like an angry fucking kid. She comes downstairs one day. She's like, you didn't throw those away. You hid those in mom's closet. I'm like, yeah. I'm not that big of a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
But you thought I threw him away, and so that was enough. And so yeah, so anytime she acts up, I will just start taking shit from her. And I've never taken apart her bed, but I've threatened it before.
Dude, I cannot wait.
And she's
It's a what?
it's so much fun. Kids are a blast, dude.
struggle,
Yeah. You should have
To
another one.
traumatize your children.
No, man, that's
You should buy an orphanage. Just have all the kids.
If I could strike out and win a couple mil, I'd have another kid.
You'd
You have a gaggle of kids.
Yeah, trying to balance another daycare payment or
Yeah, I know.
know
It's
not
shit.
happening.
It's crazy. It's impossible these days to have multiple kids.
It's weird. I didn't realize how much the world doesn't really, or at least the U.S. doesn't really support.
It's the U.S.
having kids. It's like it's so unaffordable as it is, and that's
What gets even
Yeah.
more fun, I'm not going to say where we work, but you get companies that preach like, oh, we have family values. We're a family type company and all that. And then you have a kid and you're like, oh, no, you're not.
Yeah, you're like, my kid's sick, so they're not at daycare.
Yeah.
Can
Oh.
I have the day off?
And they'll say no.
That's a point.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a demerit.
I need to go to a bunch of doctors. Like Ember has a plastic helmet. And I've missed pretty much all those appointments because if I went to all of them, I would be out of doctor excuses already. I would have been out of them in like 2 months. So
it
that's
sucks.
our country is fucked up in that way.
And that's like that's definitely like a part of the overall issue, but it's insane how expensive daycare is.
oh yeah,
Like
we're lucky with our daycare situation.
for sure. Like my situation is like, and granted, like we are paying for a really good school because it's got curriculum and all that kind of stuff built into it. But it's like $900 and some a month for my son, and if I want to put my daughter in, it's the same thing.
So why
So
don't we
$2,000 a month? That is $24,000 a year for somebody else to watch my kid.
Why don't we quit our day
Goddamn.
jobs and open up a fucking daycare?
The three of us?
Yeah, why not? Daycare / shop. We can have the little shits do break jobs and oil
Interesting.
changes.
Well, see, that's our first problem.
Child labor laws.
There is actually like a massive shortage
for childcare?
of childcare in this area. So there is
child labor workers.
actually money in it. But yeah, that's an interesting concept.
I don't know if anybody would want us to watch their kids though.
You'd have to do like a super early, like open at like 2, because there's a big niche for like that early job that maybe
Well, like
a job
us,
that
we work at
starts
6.
And most daycares they might not open. Like mine doesn't open until 6:30. You can't bring them there that
Yeah, that's true.
Boy, that's wild.
That's where like if
We need a
my
24-hour
God.
daycare.
Are you saying
Yeah,
there
you
are
could.
kids that are having to get up that early to be brought to daycare?
Well,
Yeah.
So when the wife works day shift,
Wow.
Christine works-
We are fucked as a nation.
so
If we've made it impossible for like just think about that one thing. So basically your kid has to get less sleep because one parent or both parents have to work.
yeah,
So if one parent had to work and the other got to take care of the kid would sleep as long as they need to. The consequence of that is that kid is not sleeping enough, and they're probably not going to develop the same way.
Yep.
They're not going to learn the same way because they're going to be
reaction.
exhausted the whole fucking day. God
yeah.
damn.
So I work at 6.
Our podcast is now about solving the world problems,
Not-
U.S. problems.
Not politics. There's no politics going on.
Yeah, there's no politics here. God damn it, Biden.
But like,
Fix this.
so like I work at 6. When Christine works days, she works at 7. So that means she's getting up 5:45 and then getting all 3 kids up and out of the door by 6:30.
God damn.
Luckily, like I said, drop them off at my mother-in-law's. But if we had daycare, how do you find a daycare that opens up at 6:30?
I mean, like,
If you get lucky though,
yeah.
I know a lady who does daycare and she doesn't open up till 7.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Yeah, this is nuts.
No.
This is such a
So
problem.
we should open up a daycare. We should monetize dad mods on the podcast and open up a daycare.
Well, we have to get to that point with to be able to monetize it.
But
We're almost there.
Almost there.
But to make good money,
doing
doing
daycare.
daycare, I feel like we'd have to be doing so many diapers and all this stuff, and then
Yeah.
just to go home and like. I don't know. Man.
Deal with it again?
It's not everyone's cup of tea. I think
That's
I don't
true.
Know.
That's like
it's one thing like a couple kids, but you're talking like 10 kids.
It's going to be a
15
lot.
kids.
I'm not sure what the legal ratio is. I think it might be somewhere in the area
depends
of
on the
like 5 to
age.
1 or
The-
8 to 1 or
yeah.
something
the
like
wife,
that.
the wife
number
looked
of-
into this. It depends on the age. You're allowed like one infant, and then X many between like 2 and 6 and whatever.
Yeah.
But the more staff you have, the more that opens up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So it's all like it's a ratio, and I think the going rate is like somewhere around, I think it's like $40 an hour or $40 a day per kid. So you'd have to watch up quite a few kids, like for you individually, to be able to justify the cost. So if you're making $20 an hour, if that's your goal, which is obviously too low, so if you're making $20 an hour, that's your wage. Times 8 hours, $160 a day, or $160 a day,
Something like that.
So then you're looking at to do that, you'd need 4 kids. You'd have to watch 4 kids for that day, basically. So you got 3 kids.
I was gonna say I'm already there.
Three
one
same.
more.
What about 3 same aged kids?
Oh, easy.
So 3 Harpers.
So just to do that, you'd have to do 4 kids.
So you'd have to do 4 per kid,
so-
just to meet $20 an hour ratio.
Well, 4
Which
kids.
the business itself also needs to make money as well. Like you can't just simply
yeah.
break even.
But like 4 kids Harper's age at 5 and 6, like at that age, they're pretty independent. Like they need help with things and stuff like that.
They're
And
sassy. They get attitudes.
Yeah,
compared to, like,
yeah.
Newborns. and
But
stuff
they
for
also
sure.
they're old enough to where they can entertain themselves a little bit. You don't have to constantly.
What
be
if
over
you
them.
had 4 kids that were like forming an alliance against you?
Oh, that's easy. You just take the high ground.
What's the high ground?
There, you put them at the bottom of the stage. You stand at the top, and you bring it on, motherfuckers.
Throw things at them?
Yeah, exactly. Have you not seen Star Wars? Do you not
Cool.
know how this works? They come up there, you fucking just hit them in the knee.
Okay. So yeah, this would be crazy. I don't know how they do it. It's a broken system to
It is a
begin
broken
with.
system.
It's so screwed up because when we sit here and start doing the money side of it, we go, Jesus.
Well, then you have all the overhead too.
You have to watch so many kids.
You know, if you have it at your house, you have all of your own utilities. You have to provide food for these kids.
Yeah, you have
and all
to
that kind of
feed
shit.
the little shits.
Yeah, 'cause we pay like $4 an hour. So
$4 an hour?
yeah, so
yeah.
so 8 hours, $32.
$32, yeah.
Which is
$4 an hour.
which doesn't seem like much. And then when she hits like, was it 2 years old or something? It drops, I think, to like $3 or $2 an hour or something. Which to me, it's like that's cool.
No, but that means you have to
Yeah.
work an hour and a half every day just to pay for your childcare for that day.
I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds miserable. But
Yeah, this is a mess. This is a broken system.
It's a broken system.
This is a broken
I am
system.
surprised there aren't more employers that offer daycare. Like our company, there's 500 people that work there between all the shifts.
I mean, I think that's a stretching it a tad. Maybe, yeah, probably like
400.
400.
Okay. Still, that's a good amount of people. How do they not have a little daycare? Like, they can even take it out of your paycheck. But if they offer daycare to you cheaper than what you currently have, and you have the convenience of just dropping your kid off when you go to work,
Would you trust them?
no.
That's the thing, dude.
That's where we come into play.
Yeah, exactly. You guys will work it.
Have you met our engineers? They can play with blocks. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's them eating the paste that I'm worried
See,
about.
that's the thing is like I don't like the idea of individual employers being responsible for it because it's more of like pushing the responsibility onto the employer, which is the
Yeah.
same thing as like having employer controlled or like employer based healthcare system, which is what we have. And clearly when
Fuck.
situations like COVID happens, it all fucking falls apart because no one's employed.
Well, and then,
So-
then you have the argument like, oh, at least I have a choice this way. No, you don't. You have whatever your company offers, and then they
Yeah.
cover what they want to cover. And yeah,
So
you don't have
it just
a
makes
choice.
more sense that like we as a country need to accept that there's a significant issue here and that we have to subsidize the system. You know, you have to pay for quality.
Oh yeah, oh
So,
absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I haven't researched it enough to make like statements about like how we
quit
fix
our
it.
jobs
But
at the exact same time.
a general strike.
Just stop production across the board. Every single industry, just stop.
So you're saying we need to have a general strike?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Everyone, we just shut the country down for
And
a
what
day.
happens?
Yeah, for a
when
lot of
what
reasons.
happens when they can hold out
They won't though.
and people are looking for jobs and they just replace you?
Well, there's
Jobless.
there's
That's
a
a
likelihood
little
of that happening. But
foodless.
Strength in numbers.
dude, you shut
Shirtless.
down general strike. You shut down the economy for 4 hours.
Oh,
You
yeah.
imagine what that would cost this country
Oh, God,
in
so much
GDP?
If our country could be that coordinated, there's
It
so
would.
much we could do.
No, we came semi close once. The whole Area 51 thing that happened a couple years ago.
Oh my god, Johnny.
That was a bunch of random people on the internet.
That wasn't even close to being a real thing.
That was not
No.
very coordinated,
No?
buddy. That was a
Okay.
shit show.
Oh,
I think
I don't know.
January 6th was much more coordinated,
Yeah, fair
and
enough.
that was
Using
just
that
chaos.
as an example is like counterproductive.
Shows how
I'm-
much I pay attention to what's going on.
I'm
in the
thinking
world.
more like Hands Across America. That was a little more
I
coordinated.
don't know. Hands Across America.
You're too young.
Okay. That must have happened in the 80s.
It did, yeah,
Oh,
it did
yeah.
actually. It was or 80s or 90s or something like that. It was some big peace thing that they tried to do. It's silly.
Hands, like literally hold hands across America.
I'm not kidding you. That's it.
Did they do it though?
I think in some cities, yeah.
That's still
But
kind
they
of cool.
literally
It was
didn't
just a
have,
big
like-
act of peace. That's what they're
Well,
trying to do.
it's better than
Yeah.
celebrities singing Imagine or some shit like
Oh
that.
my god. Our country's falling apart right now. We've got like what is it, Jesse from Breaking Bad singing or something?
Yeah, something like that. Just way off key and singing some Alanis
No,
Morissette
no, that's
song or some
right.
shit.
He was doing the Black Lives Matter thing where he was just like, I take responsibility. He was in that like black and white. It was a black and white video of like a bunch of white people saying, I take responsibility. Like it's pretty
Okay.
cringy. Like,
I've not seen that.
I appreciate the sentiment behind it, but it's really pathetic. It's like, I take responsibility. Okay. What are you going to do to solve the problem?
Yeah.
Or are you just sitting on a camera saying, I take responsibility?
Yeah, are you hoarding rallies? Are you donating money? Like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
you're not doing shit.
They're
You're not
looking
solving
for
the
attention.
problem.
It's-
That's exactly it. Yeah. Oh man!
Fuck.
Wow, we are really tackling the big problems
We are.
today.
That's what you do. So vote for us. We'll be the first.
Vote for us?
We'll be the first trio.
We're
of,
the us
presidents.
party?
Yeah, the us party.
So, if we were a political party, we're gonna get political. We're gonna break rule number 2.
Oh, that's fine.
We're not gonna get political. But if we were a political party, what would we stand for?
I don't know. Free food every Tuesday.
Hookers and blow. Universal hookers and blow.
Well, first off, we're gonna change the speed limit in Iowa to whatever the fuck you want to do, so you can just get
Yeah.
out of the goddamn state.
Yeah. So what is it? Montana used to not have speed limits on like
Awesome.
their main highway,
No-
right?
Northern Iowa does not need a.
Reinstate that's the remove that law.
Yeah, Northern Iowa and Western Kansas does not need a speed limit. Just
Exactly.
fucking go as fast as you want. Don't kill each other. So that's problem number 1 we're gonna fix.
Great.
What are we running for again? And where is our like
We're a
jurisdiction? What
Ooh,
jurisdiction?
we're a third party. We're so there's what there's the Democrats, Republicans, Green Party.
The legal weed party.
Shit.
They always pop up, or maybe that's local.
No, yeah, that's the thing.
There's like 4 different parties for that nowadays.
there's a handful of parties, and I'm drawing up like
Isn't there-
independents.
libertarians. There's
Ah.
like the libertarians. So I think we would probably make our own. What do we call it? It's our own party. What would we call that party?
The libertarians. Just make it way
The
too close. Way too
libertarians.
close to the other one.
Like we're all about reading
Yeah.
books.
the green libertarians.
The green
So we'll
libertarians.
just cover both
we
of
could
them.
do better than that. We'd
Yeah.
have to be like
Would it be car themed? Wow.
We're really good at
We're
this.
gonna go another direction with this. Moving on. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think I would. So there's a
Maybe
lot of.
party LS because we're dependable.
What's that?
We'll be party LS because we're dependable.
that's kind of
That's a little cheesy.
No,
It's a
okay,
little
oh, it's
cheesy.
whatever.
Maybe the pizza party.
Would be the 90
because they're yummy. Yeah.
No, man, that's what we do. Like that's what all the boomers did. They're like, "Hey, good job, guys. Here's a pizza party. Not a raise. Here's a pizza party." So that's what we're gonna be. We're gonna be the pizza party.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And what we stand for is universal pizza.
Fine.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
We
that's
have
our
pizza.
first political stance, is that we would just say universal pizza. We're going to subsidize the pizza industry, make sure that everybody has access to quality pizza. There it is.
That's
We're on to
true.
something.
Yeah,
That's how
there
we
you go.
solve the hunger issues.
It's gotta be affordable.
Wait.
And are we going to build housing out of pizza boxes? That's how we solve the housing problem.
Around here, I don't know that would work.
But if you...
the next on the agenda is going to be obesity, so we might want to watch out
Oh,
what
shit.
they're saying.
You're right. But what if it's like universal broccoli pizza or something like that?
That's
We want people to
disgusting.
like us.
Yeah, that's true. Like us.
Cauliflower crust.
Yeah,
We
it's
got
cauliflower.
gluten-free, free-range vegetarian pizza for you. Yeah, okay.
That's right. Nobody would like us.
Get a free water with it.
With
Okay.
organic
That's
rain-washed spinach.
There's no GMOs at all.
Kale pizza.
And the box was hand knit by
It was knits.
by like 14-year-olds. I don't fucking know.
Oh my god. Okay. So we'll backtrack on that, but I still stick with the universal pizza.
Oh yeah, everyone should have access to pizza.
Yeah. So what would be the other thing? So we want to make sure that we're not going to like send people down the obesity road. What would be the counterpoint? So we'd have Anytime Fitnesses everywhere.
No,
No,
that's
no,
not
no, nobody likes
You'd have some sort of
How about an incentive to actually
Diet
use,
pills. Diet
Diet
pills.
pills?
With every pizza, you get a diet pill.
or we could just fucking
hold on.
just
We
stick
take
them in the crust.
Methamphetamines.
we take felons and we make them clean up our roads.
That's a good
Well,
idea.
I can dig that.
I like
yeah,
that idea.
I can for sure dig that.
I like
They
that.
don't even have to be felons. They could
So-
just be like weekend
okay.
stays at the jail or something.
Less incarceration, more public service.
Yeah,
There.
yeah.
That is an actual quality, tangible
yeah,
goal.
You fucked up, and now you have to go fill potholes.
And now you got to
100%.
Now you got to go clean up Skyline Wall.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure. And I
You
think
gotta go clean up the
um,
shitters in Park Point. Like,
the penalty should relate to like the penalty should relate to what the offense was. So yeah, exactly.
So if you got
if you're
busted-
spray painting a wall,
You got caught dealing heroin. You got to go pick up heroin needles. Like,
out of Lincoln Park.
100%.
yeah, you're not done
Yeah.
until you collect 1,500.
or you need to work at like a chemical dependency treatment
Oh,
place
fuck
or
yeah,
something
that's a good
like
idea.
that. Like
Yeah,
you need to go be a custodian there.
So
or you
what?
need to,
What
like,
happens?
Whatever.
what happens if you kill somebody? What's your community service then?
Ooh.
Roadkill. You got to pick up roadkill. There's so many dead deer all over the place. You got to go huck them, and there's like no
don't
shovel
know.
or anything.
Do they
It's
just give you a
straight
spatula and a pair of rubber gloves?
gloves. Just rubber gloves. Not even like good
don't
leather
know.
ones. Just straight rubber.
Or is that like feeding an addict?
Yeah, that's true. They may actually get off on that.
That's
I don't
true.
know, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like.
Yeah.
Like a lot of.
Let's see.
There'd be too many people picking up roadkill.
Yeah, which we tried to do that. Yeah, maybe the murderers.
Let's
they would need to
redirect
just-
them to a better
Those
task.
can
We
just
did-
go
yeah.
to jail.
They just go to maybe there's like jail for some offenses.
Yeah, we got to draw lines somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, so I can agree with that. Okay.
Yeah, and basically anything like below a certain point would just regain. Like you just got to clean up a highway.
So
or
like
something.
misdemeanors and stuff
Yeah.
like that. The
Sure,
lower
sure.
offenses.
For sure,
Like, yeah,
for sure.
you got a DUI. You have to go pick up broken glass downtown or some shit like that. Okay.
1,500 pounds. He's gonna be out there all summer.
That's so funny. It's
Be going to
not by the
parties.
hours; it's by the poundage.
Well, yeah, because the hours could be worked. You know, like sure,
Oh
if this
my
guy wants
God.
to go somewhere and collect 1,500 pounds of glass bottles or of whatever of trash, he could. But
It's true.
you
I
know,
like
you hit
that
him.
idea.
You hit him with 80 hours, and he's smoking joints, walking, doing whatever. Like no
Right.
real direct. It's not like he's really working for it. But if he's got to
a good
collect
idea.
the weight, then he's actually gonna have to put an effort, whether or
Oh,
not
I
he's like,
like
kinda cheating
that.
to get it.
So
That's like charge hours.
if you
It's like
needed-
if you can complete the task in less time than what we would expect, then great, you
Yeah, if
get the
can-
compensation
If you can bring us
for it.
1,500 pounds real quick, you got the rest of the day off.
I
So
can dig
if
that.
you needed 100 pounds of heroin needles, how many needles do you think you'd have to pick up?
Jesus.
I mean, I'm no expert on that subject.
I'm not saying you are.
I reckon it'd probably be what 10 to 12 heroin needles in a pound. I don't know. Somebody's got to.
I'm gonna guess it's probably about 100.
So if you know
in,
that,
like-
add your answer in the comments. And
Okay,
1,500 pounds of heroin needles is gonna be like a Duluth summer or something.
right, like yeah, that's true. I wonder what state uses the most heroin.
Ooh, that's a good
You
idea.
have to like ship people there.
I have no clue. It's probably Illinois. I don't know.
That's
No?
That's.
Have you been
just-
to Illinois?
Yeah, once.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Twice.
Chicago's a mess.
I went down there with Glenn to grab
To-
Durango.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that in Illinois.
Yeah, but we were only in Illinois for I felt like minutes.
And then he's had problems with it a couple of times since buying it.
0.1 pound is
0.1
what a
pound.
syringe weighs.
So you need 10 needles to get a pound?
I guess.
That doesn't maybe chock full of heroin.
0.1 pound.
0.1 pound. So that's so
you
16
only need
ounces
10?
in a pound.
That doesn't seem right.
That doesn't seem. I don't know.
We'll just
I
say
mean,
a
hold on,
handful.
hold on.
You need a
Donnie,
handful.
run outside real quick. Grab a heroin needle.
Okay, just because I live in
We'll scale it
Westwood.
out, yeah. You know they're out there. They're melting. It's melting.
You know what?
There
You
you
know
go.
what's
They'll
fucking
show up.
terrifying? I have found one. Not directly in front of my house, but on our block. I have found one.
Not on
I
your
mean,
property,
that's not
though.
terrifying.
No.
Oh, you live in West Duluth, Donnie. I live out here too.
Why do you think it's so cheap out here?
It's
Why
not
we got
cheap.
such a good deal?
Is it subsidized by the heroin industry?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, it's cheaper than Lakeside.
It's getting up there. I don't know.
That's true.
Everything's getting
my
up
taxes
there.
have kind of been
Saying otherwise.
kind of trending in the very wrong direction.
Yeah.
But
Oh
they,
my
they
god.
always
yeah.
do. They always,
Property taxes?
Oh yeah, they always fucking
Well,
make up.
Part of the problem, one, we're way overtaxed in this area to begin with.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
we also keep approving all of these property tax based changes. So it's like we're subsidizing the school industry or this school district. So every time that there's a new change and they approve more money going into it, it comes out of property taxes as well, which there was another one approved not too long ago that increased our property taxes like 15% or something like that. So
Well, is there anything the average man can do about this?
Because we have a political party that might be able to help out with this.
Join
Pizza party.
the pizza party! There it is! This is how we fix everything through the pizza party.
Yeah, join your city council.
Yeah, pretty much.
should-
Join
we
the
should
city
run for
council. Get involved in the
School board?
school board. That's
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Not to be confused with a surfboard or skateboard.
Yes, correct. But you can use those to get to the school board meeting.
That's true. You'd be very hip if you did that. Not so much the surfboard.
you might have
because
to
it's
carry
dumb.
the
I don't think I can
surfboard
pull that
most
off.
of the way. But yeah.
If you walked in the meeting carrying a surfboard,
I would have instant respect for you because who the fuck does
there'd be
that?
a lot of questions.
Like, oh, I just had to surf over, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry I'm a little late.
Lean it up against the wall.
I'm here with the pizza party. Running for office this year.
All right, Mr. Pineapple, you want to discuss your topics?
Ooh, that I don't know. That's like the out of left wing kind of candidate.
the pineapple
the
pizza?
pineapple and
You know,
Canadian
I'm
bacon.
perfectly fine. You know what's one of my favorite pizzas? Pineapple and pepperoni.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
so good.
That's a classic good pizza.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
I'm
you-
all about the Hawaiian.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
the sweetness with the pineapple.
Hold on,
and
hold
the
on, hold on, hold
spiciness
on. Is
of-
this 3 people in the same room that all say that pepperoni or pineapple belongs on pizza?
Oh shit,
Oh,
dude.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
So this
I
will
love that.
probably
Wow,
be our
we are-
last episode.
We are really progressive.
yeah. It's got to be 12% of the total pineapple.
We could put that on our ballots, though.
Oh man, that's true. That could be one of the ballot initiatives.
Yeah, look at that.
Does pineapple belong on
That's-
pizza? And then we would know how the people feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's one of those subjects that like abortion. Like, pineapple. You don't want to bring up pineapple. It's gonna trigger people. One way or the other. They're either gonna be pro pineapple or like super against it,
Or-
or they're gonna battle. Like they're gonna
be
Oh my
okay
God.
with pineapple as long as it's not somebody they know is eating pineapple.
Yeah, not
Is
on,
that-
not
is that
on my
worse?
pizza.
Not the guy who's making our wedding cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't put pineapple on my wedding cake, that's fine.
Okay. I love the tangents. This
God.
is great.
Like when people ask, it's like, "Oh, what's your podcast about?" I'm like, I have no fucking clue. I have no clue what it's about. I've been doing it for like a year and a half. I have no fucking clue.
It's about
what
whatever
it's
you want it to
Yeah.
be about.
Some days it's about pineapple and abortions, and some days it's about race cars.
The pizza party.
Yeah.
Just a variety.
Oh man, this is amazing. This is amazing. We're gonna have to create the pizza party. I wonder what it actually takes to get on a ballot. Like how does one get on the ballot?
I don't know.
It's got to be money. It's got to be a money thing.
Yeah.
Well, in smaller running to where the fuck they are, like running for the school board or something like that, it's probably not too hard. There's probably not a lot of money involved in that. If you're going for like governor,
like you're trying to be on like a national ballot or something.
yeah, there's some money.
I mean, you gotta be a somebody.
How many pizzas do you think we'd have to sell to be on the national ballot?
Dude, no way. No way.
pizzas?
Wait. Now we're selling pizzas? No way you're touching.
No, we're just pro
Hut,
pizza.
Domino's,
No,
any of
no.
those.
Yeah, we're just pro pizza.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
Yeah, you don't want to take on one of the big guns, you know? Nobody, you've heard, nobody out pizzas the Hut, dude. There's no way you can.
At a close race for third in the national ballot, Pizza Hut takes the win over the pizza party.
You know, just the fact that we have no idea how to even become part of the presidential race
I think that's why we should
is
run.
a sign of the problem.
They don't
that's a
teach
sign
you
of-
that in school because it's not a realistic goal.
No,
right?
they're like, yo,
Maybe
you'll,
it is.
you'll never have enough money or enough dirt on somebody
No,
to ever run for
playing the
president.
recorder is way more important.
the recorder.
Oh god, I remember that. Yeah, I learned that for
Oh my
hot cross
God.
buns. Like, yeah, that really made me go far in life.
No, like this is I'm dead serious. I wonder what it takes. Could it just literally be you can sign up? Like, is there a cost?
But that makes me wonder.
Do you need?
You're gonna have to go through some screening where it's gonna be like in the polling or whatever, in the vote or the whatever. There's gonna be
probably
something
right.
where it's like the top 5 or whatever. There's no way that they're gonna have because there's gonna be so many. How many random dudes like us are like, oh, I wonder what I gotta do.
They
to
just
get in?"
write,
Right?
they write their own name on their
Yeah.
ballot or something.
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
here's the thing. Look, you think about the amount of people that have ran, though. Like,
There's the
there's
guy
all
with the
those.
boot on his head.
Yeah, like what the hell's his name? Damn it, the dude with the boot on his head.
Yeah, there's a guy that. Do you know that guy?
Wait, the-
He's got a hilarious name.
Yeah, and he looks like Gandalf with a fucking rubber boot on his head.
Wait, was
Like
he
a
the noodle guy, the guy that the pasta god guy?
Oh, the Pastafarian?
Was it that? It wasn't that.
I don't think he was a Pastafarian. That's not the guy that wore a strainer on his head.
Vermin Supreme. And the fucking guy ran for president.
Yeah.
And he was really popular.
Yeah, he got some votes.
Is he all tatted up too?
No, that's
What
just
is
a
that?
shirt. I know the people probably can't see that. Yeah.
Let's see that thing. Let me see that again.
Vermin Supreme.
Oh yeah, what a goofball. I mean,
He is a
no more
massive
goofy than
goofball.
any of the other candidates.
I was gonna say, if he
so-
can run though, so can the pizza party.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that's what gets me thinking, like, what did it take for Vermin Supreme to be able to run?
Did you find out? You Google searching it?
So right now I'm gonna flip on over to a little bit of screen sharing here.
Make sure you have the right browser.
Show the
I haven't
people.
deleted the history on that thing, so
did you?
no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Indicted on 16
Okay, so
felony
we're bounced on over
All
to
those girls are over
the
18.
Vermin Supreme screen here now. So for those who aren't aware, this guy actually ran. Was in 2020. Yeah, he ran in
I wonder
2020
if he
and
got it.
maybe
I
2016.
wonder if he got into any debates or anything like that.
No way.
Probably not.
No, but yeah, that's part of the problem too. Is like you need to be able to actually get into the debates.
You have to have money to do that shit because you have to travel
you?
the country and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but it makes me wonder if it's like so grassroots operations do a lot to like, you know, if you've got the money behind you through like crowdfunding and stuff like that, like that's kind of all it takes.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it. So like if we got a big enough following It starts with social media. I mean, like, look at Wall Street Bets with the whole, like, GameStop thing. All it takes is a couple people spreading the info, and then it becomes this big shit show. But that's what it started with.
100,000 people are
Wall Street Bets
base
literally
rate.
started with one dude. Like, the whole GameStop thing
I
was
was
one dude.
I was on Wall Street Bets as that blew up.
Yeah. One dude started that by spreading the information. Everyone was like, holy shit, this thing is way shorted. Let's pump money into it. And it's obviously not a one-to-one because, like, clearly people get really excited with the opportunity to make money. So that's how that spreads so fucking fast. But when it comes to, like, social media movements, like, it just kind of takes a few people giving a shit. And, like, all of a sudden it spreads like wildfire. So
There's a possibility.
does the pizza party have hope?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think we can
and the
pull that
best
off.
part, what we run on is like let them dig the dirt. You know?
Yeah, come at us.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, yeah, you know, like
like I
I've
said-
fucked up in my lifetime. I've done drugs.
That's the party. We stand for transparency.
Yeah,
I could
Donnie's
see-
got hemorrhoids. I got blood in my semen.
This guy's not allowed within 100 yards of a school, so
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. We're normal fucking people.
I can see it now. So, pizza party. Where do you guys stand on the word peace? Well, just don't be a fucking dick. Okay.
The don't be a dick. Yeah,
Just don't be a
that's
dick. Okay.
literally like instead of Obama's like hope and all that bullshit, it'll just say don't be a dick.
It'll be a dick with like a cross out through it. There'll be
Well,
stickers
that's maybe
everywhere.
not great optics. Yeah.
We could do
I
this.
can dig it.
We should do
I
this.
can dig
We
it.
should run for office.
Yeah, we should.
So, I think only one of us can be
Office of
president,
what,
though.
though?
So,
And the first thing we tackle is daycare.
oh, yeah.
Honestly, at this point, any candidate who promises that their primary focus is on like daycare and healthcare, you're in there.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's
true.
so fucking screwed over all that.
Well, healthcare is rather simple. I mean, if you eat healthier
It's
pizzas,
simple.
you won't go to the hospital as much, and you'll be fine.
So we are pro pizza, but we're also pro cauliflower pizza and pro like triple cheese,
Yeah.
double crust.
Yeah,
like,
don't drive to your local pizza place, man. Fucking run there.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
exercise,
I
you
can
get
dig it.
pizza, and so they like balance each other out.
So what? You got 12 people, and you're carrying 5 boxes and 3
Strap-
cases of wings. Yeah, just run them back.
strap that shit to your back and just run there.
Our jobs program will be pizza delivery. It will be running.
On foot.
Think about
So
it. now. Think
we
about-
will pay you $75,000 a year. That will be the subsidy to deliver pizzas by foot.
Think about-
But hold on, at what pace? I mean, like,
As
what do you,
fast as you can.
yeah. So like, are you only
Usain
hiring?
Bolt will be the
you're
best
only
pizza.
hiring track spinners or what? Like,
Fantastic.
Well,
you're hiring just super slow
That's true.
people, and they're just
And they're just be
walking.
delivering it
It's
to
like,
fat
oh yeah. You want me you want me to walk down to Lincoln Park from 20th Avenue East? Yeah, sure. I'm on my way.
Well, then we just make sure that there's a pizza joint like every
A station.
mile.
So just walking station. Just,
I think this is how we can also get people to vote for the pizza party. So instead of like delivery drivers, when they drop off your pizza, they have that little coupon always taped to the box. That could be a flyer to vote for the pizza party.
There it is. That's what we start with.
Easy advertisement. Fuck saving $3
but
off your large pizza.
but why would what's Pizza Hut or Domino's or any of the big names? Why would they support us?
Because we will
Are we-
promise
hold on, are we gonna
to.
use,
Tax cuts.
We're gonna
They get tax cuts.
we'll have like Pizza Hut advertising in the White House if we make it.
Well, yeah,
Well, I mean, Trump already got
I
McDonald's
was
for
gonna say,
everybody.
when somebody wins the Super Bowl, they can come over and have a slice.
We're onto something here.
We got this. We definitely got this.
There's gonna be like anti-pizza party that comes out. And like,
Yeah, right. Well, what's even anti-pizza? Like, where do you go with that?
Salad people.
I'm guessing it's real dark.
The
I
salad
don't know.
people.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the salad people. I bet nobody likes them.
No, because they probably
You
try
know?
to toss
Do
that.
you
It's
know,
like
do
you're
you
a
know
bummer.
80% of Americans are overweight? And you're like,
Oh my gosh, get out
Will
of
you
here.
just shut the
Yeah,
fuck
eat-
up?
Yeah.
You know, 100% of the people that say that sound like nerds.
Exactly. We're just pro fun. The pizza party is pro fun.
Exactly. I've never ate a pizza and didn't enjoy it and like was sad about it.
Exactly. Like we just want to make America fun again.
Exactly.
That's
There we
what it
go.
is.
That's our slogan.
Make America fun again.
Yeah.
Vote pizza party.
This could work.
This could work.
We got this. We can
This
solve
could work.
all the fucking problems.
We don't need hookers and blow. We just need pizza and fun.
Yeah. Which includes hookers and blow.
Yeah, well,
Whatever.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're a pro-sex industry. Well, that's
yeah.
subtle. We're really quiet about that.
Well, yeah.
And if prostitution was legalized, the world would be better off. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, we're like,
Yeah.
no, don't
Yeah,
focus.
pineapple on pizza.
So we'll just
Legalized prostitution.
We'll just
Yeah, exactly.
we'll tax the shit out of it, and we can say this school was built by prostitution money. There you go.
Donnie, they would call it like adult services industry. There's no way they would call it like
Yeah, that's true.
granny prostitutes. This was built by the mothers for prostitutes
We
of
named
America.
it after the money. This is
Oh my
Hooker
God.
Elementary.
Hooker Elementary. Yeah, there's
Happy endings. Elementary.
It's an all boys school. It's called the Johns.
Oh
No.
boy.
No.
No, it's good. It's funny. It's just cringy.
Just dark.
Send your kids there, dude. I'm not.
So we'll have to think about the marketing side of this a little more.
But we
We're onto something.
we legalize prostitution. You legalize weed.
That
There's
will do-
all the
hold on,
income
hold
we
on.
Tax
possibly
the
need.
shit out of it.
Tax the shit out of it. We can fix
There we
all
go.
the roads.
That
we
would
can
have
fix
to be
all the
after. That would have to be
infrastructure.
second term. There's
That's
no
it.
way we're gonna be able to get that.
There
done
it is.
first.
So our priorities are high taxation industries. So legalize drugs,
Oh,
not just
yeah.
weed.
All of
drugs.
Fucking
legalize
all.
drugs.
You want to do
'cause-
heroin? That's fine, but you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah. Like obviously we
You're
legalize
not gonna
it.
be able to
tax,
afford to do
Yeah, and
heroin.
we
less
tax
over-
the shit out of it, and the taxation goes to the treatment systems and stuff like that as well. The remainder of that money goes. We prioritize roads and
Daycare
bridges
and
Yeah,
school
and
and
stuff like that.
healthcare.
And then we legalize weed, and the money goes
So,
into
so what are we doing then with
daycare
the
and-
felons that are no longer cleaning up our roads? What are they going to be doing? Painting,
but you-
painting old
You
buildings.
drop a lot.
Exactly.
You drop
Literally.
A lot,
Landscaping.
massive art program.
you drop a lot of the felons
is.
though because they're not locked up on drug charges.
Exactly. They're contributing members to society.
unless
they're not
they're
sitting in a
less,
jail cell
less
rotting.
fentanyl overdoses
Yeah,
because
so-
it's like medically made.
100%.
There we go. We got
Fuck
this.
fentanyl.
We fucking got this.
We got
I
this.
mean-
The pizza party.
Yeah.
Make America fun
yeah.
again.
With
I
hookers
do
and
this
blow.
because I imagine a banner above me that says "Make America Fun Again." I'm not doing this just because I'm TikToked.
This could work. I think we're on. I
Oh, wait.
really think we have a game plan here.
You guys don't. Oh, okay. I need to give context to the TikTok thing.
I know what TikTok is.
Yeah, but like, you know, your mom's house is the
Yes, I know
the
what your-
podcast.
I know what your
Tom
mom's
Segura and
house
Christina
is.
Pajitsky's podcast.
Oh, interesting.
So she likes to show off TikTok videos, and they've kind of coined the phrase "you're TikToked," as in you're R-worded.
Okay.
You know, because a lot of the TikTok videos she finds are ridiculous of these just idiotic
Oh, yeah,
people or whatever.
most
So
of them are.
You're TikToked, so
don't
that's
think-
where that comes from.
I don't think we're TikToked. I think,
No, that's the joke of it.
I think
is that
we
you're
have
not.
I think we
You're
have a
just
legit
goofy.
plan. I think we have a
Yeah.
legit plan here.
It's the implication that you're goofy. Yes, we're onto something here.
So first we govern Minnesota and show that it works.
So
and we take over the country.
How do we begin marketing? Because one of my first thoughts is like paper plates that says like the pizza party on it.
I think we'd first have to start by taking over city council or something local,
And show
then
them-
you
Yeah.
have to be successful there, and then you could use that to alley oop yourself, maybe in a little bit bigger role, maybe something with a little bit more
Well,
influence.
we all live in West Duluth.
We can make a difference.
West Duluth's city council member just Mike was his, Medved or whatever.
Derek Medved,
Derek
yeah.
Medved.
Yep.
Didn't he just resign?
because I read that he now owns 11.
Yeah,
gas
he
stations
bought out a
there.
shitload of minute
Yeah,
marks
there
or
you go.
something
Yeah,
like that.
that's
So,
super
yeah,
cool.
so he can't
So
double
there,
dip.
so wait, are we saying that there's an empty council seat?
And there's a bunch of drugs
No, I
in
think
West
they
Duluth that
filled-
we
they
can
filled it in
legalize.
somewhere.
So we got this.
I think they filled it.
Vote the pizza party.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out which one of us is gonna run.
We
Well,
need-
could all
need
three. We
t-shirts.
could all three be there, and you just like
There we go.
record it, and then we'd just all be filled in.
There was never a proxy seat. There will always be somebody sitting in that chair.
we
It'll
could-
just be one
We
of us.
represent an entity.
Or we could
that
do
is
like
the
normal
pizza party.
politics
pizza party.
and just get a Muppet that we control.
Donnie, that's a
Nice.
terrible idea.
That's how
But
politics
nobody
work.
likes puppets.
That's true.
We're not going to be
Oh,
like them, Donnie. That's
Jeff
not.
Dunham is-
We're not politics. We're the pizza party.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
That's why
we're
Okay,
we're
okay, you can go first.
we're as real as it
we're
gets.
we're a slice of fresh air. All right.
with half off cheesy bread.
Wow, that is so good.
That's a fucking t-shirt. That's what that is.
Wow. We're a slice of fresh air.
That needs to be put on one of those little fucking cardboard signs in somebody's yard.
That's really good. We're onto something here.
Something could happen.
I'm not kidding you. I would 100% sit in. I would be a city council member.
I'd fucking do
I would
it.
happily do it.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
I just don't know where to begin.
Well, I
And-
feel like there'd be a lot more time commitment.
Yeah. I don't think it's a full-time job because the pay's probably shit, but it's probably a part-time job on top of what you're working now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the commitment.
Yeah, you probably have random meetings and stuff like that you have to sit in on.
I'm into it. I don't care.
It's fine.
That's
That'd be
cool.
fun.
I'm in the pizza party.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, we're the pizza party.
Yeah, we're chill.
Damn it.
You fucking this up, dude?
I love this terrible sound.
Just fucking this up. We're
Oh,
chill.
man.
How'd you do that?
It's
You
just
bought
like
that.
this little tightening
We haven't made
things.
attachments yet for the microphone, so they're kind of half-ass clamped on here.
Yeah, we will do
So
that.
don't look at it the wrong way because it might
eventually.
just fall into the floor.
It might.
It very well could.
Yeah.
It probably will.
Well, boys, I feel like how do we top that? Like that was
Well, like most good pizzas, quality toppings and free breadsticks.
Jesus.
No, no.
No, we got to do better than that.
Yeah, I feel like you keep transitioning to like we're actually going to be selling pizza here. We're not doing
No,
that.
Yeah, that's true.
Where
That's
we
true.
just
We're
support all
just pro
pizzas.
pizza.
What we want to do is rally. We want to rally the pizza companies and the pizza lovers, which should be basically be everyone.
That's true.
We don't want to pit anyone against each other by.
No. I'm not saying that.
That's true. We are strictly pro pizza. We're not in the business of pizza.
The second you start
we're just pro
selling
pizza.
something,
Okay.
somebody else's
Yeah.
can be better than yours. You could screw. Someone could be mad at
That's
you
true.
for,
Fair enough.
you know,
That's true.
A product.
And you got like one idiot who doesn't cook things enough, and then you've got a lawsuit. So we are just strictly pro pizza. We will leave the pizza-ing to the pros.
Okay.
That we are
I'm
just
fine with that.
simply pro pizza.
That makes me happier.
Let the responsibility land on somebody else. We will deal with the logistics of running government by subsidizing the pizza industry.
Fine with that.
Get 'em all.
That's how you get big money behind this.
Get the pizza industry.
Get the
involved.
pizza industry behind us.
Could do that.
That's got to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry.
Oh,
Oh
easily.
my God! Yeah,
At least.
You know how much
100%.
money is in fuck? Or you know, you used to manage a pizza place. I used to work at a Sammy's Pizza when I was in college, and I think the average pizza cost like $2 to make or something like that. And they were charging people $24 a pizza.
I reckon
Damn.
there's got to be hundreds of trillions. Of
Oh,
dollars
easily.
available.
Yeah.
Easily.
I'm gonna guess billions. I'm gonna guess there's billions in it, but that's still a pretty big. Think trillions?
I think. I mean, are we talking worldwide or just in the?
Oh,
US?
worldwide. Yeah, worldwide's trillions for sure.
So
Yeah.
is it up there with the oil market then?
Sir-
Because there's billions and trillions of dollars involved in that too.
Bro, they're proofing their dough in oil. Like
I mean, they gotta deliver
they're
it.
all about the. Yeah, they're all about that oil industry.
That's so funny. So is there like a pizza futures market? So there's like we're betting on the
Yeah.
futures, and it's like, oh, pizza's trading at da 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 today.
Pizza as a whole, it's just. Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, it's almost $200
Yeah,
a barrel for dough.
Pepperoni is up at
Is it an
$200
all-time
today.
high?
Well, unfortunately, anchovies dipped again.
Unfortunately,
it's been dipping a lot. For
Yeah, no shit.
ever since the Ninja Turtles were off.
Ever
the
since
TV.
pineapple was brown.
Oh my God.
I love it. We got good ideas.
This is a good idea. Okay, so and if you guys want to support the pizza party, well, first by just comment. Let us know if you want to support the pizza party. If that's something you'd be interested in. Do you want to be a part of the pizza party? Do you want to join the coalition, the masses rallying behind the force of the pizza party? We are going to make changes. We're going to improve this this country. Get ready for the new pizza world order.
New pizza world order.
Now, do you go by
New world pizza order.
Do you go by TPP or? Do you,
The new world pizza order. I like that. Wait, what would that be? New NW New World Pizza Order. NWPO. The NWPO. Get behind the NWPO. No nukes. No nukes. Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for another Brews with the Dudes podcast.
Yeah.
Follow the pizza party.
Yeah, follow the pizza party. Plain and
Join the
simple.
pizza party.
have to stop on that.
Vote pizza party. See you later, guys.
Bye.